short time ago, the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his first look is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
A gain of 14.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tackle made right at midfield.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Watch out, watch out. Q.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Prescott with
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Patrick Queen on the
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On second down, it's Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
taken down.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff to Ingram.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and a yard.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure, Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23
But
yards.
one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Fourth down, Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's another.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Cowboys 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. This looks like a free play for Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
22-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 39. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here I come. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Come up the ball,
And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 28, Cowboys 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset them 1st and 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Cowboys 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
That's
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They run the counter. Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens add on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
We own them. Bang, 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 bang. Gun. Mike 4. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They go to Elliott again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go now with Wally. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again to Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Draw play, Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Cowboys 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.